I wasn't really familiar with the property, the comic book property, and then on set, it just felt like we were making something completely so outrageous. I mean, we're friends, so we've maintained a relationship which helps than going back on camera and pretending to be close. You don't really have to fake. Like if you appreciate someone as a person, you don't have to. There's no acting involved then. We just are ourselves, pretty much. It's so much better once you're friends because I can read him physically so well now. I know like he has these little ticks and I can tell like when he starts doing them if he's getting agitated and where he's going to take the scene or if he's getting, if he's insecure or if he's confident or if he's about to just get crazy and be completely outrageous. I can watch his body language and read him and go with him with it now in the scene, which is fun and it's a relief and it's just a good time. Okay, well, I mean, Sam and Michaela, they're high school kids. You leave off, they've just basically been involved in saving the planet. You catch them 2 years later, they've been in a relationship. You've missed, like, a lot of their first moments, I guess. I'm not sure, it's not really explained. But you cut 2 years into their relationship. Sam has to go away to college, or he wants to go away to college. He's seeking, like, a sense of normalcy. And Michaela is, from the wrong side of the tracks, and she doesn't have the money to go to school, so she has to stay back and work at a bike shop while Sam goes to college, and they try to maintain this sort of long distance relationship, and it's not really working out because Sam is going through something mentally and emotionally. Michaela goes to him, try to help him figure out what's happening, and they get caught up, much like the first one, randomly in this really crazy like roller coaster event involving robots, and there's a lot of peril and life or death situations, and it's the same. It's the same thing multiplied by 100. It's a help, completely. I mean, that opened a door that gave me a name in whatever sense you wanna take that, and it opened a million doors for me. It's exhausting physically, emotionally, mentally. It's a tough movie to make. I prefer to do as many stunts as possible as insurance will allow me to do, which is funny because I end up doing, like 40% of my own stunts on this film, and then I'll go like I just completed another film where I did almost all of them, and people are constantly shocked by the beatings that I can take, and it's because this movie has prepared me. Like once you make this movie, you can kind of make any movie in the physical sense. Physically, you're prepared to go through anything. It's actually easy, I think. I think it's a lot easier. It's like when you're a little kid and everything, your entire world is imaginary. There's something that's easier about that. And because I'm doing it with someone else or with lots of other people, it's me, Shia, and John Turturro, and we're all like yelling and running from the same thing. The tendency to feel ridiculous or be embarrassed goes away because everyone's right there in the boat with you. And you all sort of, Shia and I, because we went through it for so long before, we're really in sync with how to move and deal with these things that aren't there. Like we don't really have to consult each other anymore. We just automatically have the same eye line. We automatically move the right directions, and it's just something that it's a process that you fall into. I can't explain it. I think it's easy. I think they're gonna be super psyched. I mean, it's an amazing movie to sit through and watch, and it's exciting, and it's a perfect summer blockbuster. And I think Mike did them all justice. So I think they'll be happy.
Life is it's new and exciting and fun and scary and all of the above. I think if just in general for 22-year-olds in general, it's like the first time you really have to start being an adult. Yeah, I mean you have no concept of what you're gonna see at the end of the thing. Mike can tell you up and down, swear to you what it's gonna look like, and you can't. There's no way that you can wrap your head around uh, what he's talking about until you see it. Movie is very, 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 very physical. That and it's more emotional this time. There's more character things going on. There's which is crazy to say for a Transformers movie, you know. But this is a premise-driven movie. It's almost like what Cinescope movies used to be. You know, people used to go to Cinescope movies regardless of what the theme or the premise was at all. It was a Cinescope movie. So I think the first time we had our movie come out, it was sort of Transformers and CG and where the technology was. It was almost a Cinescope film. People almost came in just for the technology. How do we make it bigger, badder, stronger, faster, smarter, funnier? How do we do all those things? You start adding characters, and the characters that we added are just gangbusters. Like Ramon's stuff is just hysterical. Isabel is very interesting, has a very, very interesting arc in her character. The interaction between the robots and the humans is it's just it's more of a relationship as opposed to human and alien. Now it's almost like friends. Like Bumblebee has his own arc of this. Sam is going through boy to man, but as Bumblebee is going through the same type of thing. So to watch that happen with Bumblebee and watch his confidence grow in a character that doesn't even exist is fun for a multitude of reasons. And human-robot interaction, like I said, it's more tangible. You can literally start to see indentations on faces and men getting grabbed, and you can start seeing these things because technology's just gone. It's the next Cinescope. It's just getting better and better. And that coupled with Michael Bay's eye in terms of action, it's a really fun, explosive, outrageous, fantastical joyride of a film. It's been a blessing for both of us to go through it together because we both deal with different type of things. This is the biggest practical effects I've ever dealt with or have ever been done in film. There's a man named John Fraser who handles all of our practical effects, and he's been doing this since forever. And he said that he's never done explosions or rigged things this big ever in the history of his career. He's been doing this for close to 70 years now, which is outrageous. So 7 decades of filmmaking led up to whatever is coming in Revenge, and it's literally Guinness World Records for size of explosions with actors in it. I mean, it took them 7 months to rig a 1,000-gallon gasoline explosion that they then put us in the middle of and told us to run. 7 months, you know? That's longer than we were shooting. They were rigging one explosion longer than our entire filming schedule. It's an outrageous blast, and I'll never feel anything like it again, and nobody that was on that set will ever experience anything close to what we just saw. We were filming in the middle of war games. We were literally in battle simulation, literally. It wasn't made for the movie. It wasn't because of Michael Bay. They're doing Persian Gulf naval training, and we show up like, hey, we're going to film a movie, and they're like, no, you're in the middle of war games. We'll tell you we're in the film. Well, you got Devastator. You got a lot of Constructicon stuff. You got certain elements from Beast Wars Transformer days. Characters start to have layers, like I was talking about with Bumblebee. Bumblebee looked cute and all, but what was he? Who was he? Why is he the way he is? Why is he so rambunctious, and why is Optimus not as rambunctious? Questions that need answers just for any human watching a film. This movie has those answers. This movie also has bigger laughs than the first one. People have been really excited about it.